Well, hey friends, me again. I wanted to give you an update on this Lawnboy 4-cycle engine. This is a Lawnboy 10685. You can see, I think, in pretty nice condition. This was left for dead. It didn't start. I didn't know what was wrong with it. I know nothing about it, right? And no spark when I got it. Felt like it had good compression, so I didn't want to get rid of it. I mean, the bagger, I don't know, it just didn't look like it was used too much. And the bagger's in good shape. And so I guess I'm at a point now where it's idling high. I did get it running. I'll explain that in a second. But for those of you that might have this same issue, the engine is racing, okay? And why, I couldn't figure out why this is happening, but it's very, very simple and easy. Once you figure out what's going on, there's a this is the kind of the throttle here, okay, the RPMs. It gives it the RPM. There's actually there it is. See that there's a rod that hangs off right there, okay, and that actually connects to a spring, which connects to this this post here. See that post? So that connects, there's a little spring that comes with it, and that's supposed to come with it. And what that does is that keeps this this lever here. See this thing here? Let me see if I can get that better for you, because some of these videos are not close enough. See how that lever goes back and forth? So what happens is when you start the mower, right? This throttle opens up like this. If you open it all the way, that's idling really high, okay? So what you have to do is you got to have it about right in this area or so, and then it should run just about right. And if you've been around lawnmowers enough, you kind of understand what's good RPMs. You can kind of hear that for like a push mower. So if it's way up here, then it's gonna go really high. If it's too low, it'll shut off and die. So what the spring does is it puts tension on this far end and it pulls it back, because it'll open up when it starts, and the spring actually pulls it back slightly. So you got to have enough. If you put more tension on your spring, then it'll pull it tighter this way, which is what mine wasn't doing. I had to pull it tighter to about this area, and then that's it. Actually, what it does is it actually pulls that lever back there. See this lever? It actually pulls, and that's the connection. I want to show that too, because that's where it's connected. So this lever actually, the top lever is actually the governor spring. So see how this can move back and forth? So it would be the tighter it pulls, okay, the closer. So that's wide open. This is less RPMs, more RPMs, less. So the spring actually takes it from here to about in this area or so, and then it'll run better that way. So that's all I'm missing now after working on this thing. Saw another video on YouTube that this bar has to be in just right, or it won't start. So there's a magnetic, kind of like a kill switch, that's got to be just in there good, or it won't start at all. It's with the bagger has it, the metal post as well. It lines it up. So and then from there, I actually did put on a new coil. So you do have to take this off and take this apart like this, and let's see here. Get this all situated so I'm not flying everywhere. And then right under here there's a coil, and so it's a coil that just mounts in with 2 screws like this, and then after that I did put on a brand new carburetor. So that's a brand new carburetor. That comes off if you want to take the muffler off here, pull that off. There's 2 bolts. Really, that's mostly what holds it on, okay? And then the fuel lines. This one, and then there's a fuel line. The fuel line's here, the oil line's right there. And really, that's about it. Otherwise, there is a brass kind of a, I don't know, fitting under here. Let's see if I can show it quick. See, there it is. That's, if you take that out, there should be gas in this bowl. And if you take this brass fitting out, then that could be plugged at times. So that could be it. Because when I got the lawnmower, it wasn't firing, and there was no spark. So then I put on a coil. It wasn't firing. Then I realized that this has to be lined up, and the coil has to be the right distance onto the flywheel apart, like a credit card or a business card. That's what they always use, right? Of course, you can use a feeler gauge and get the correct distance, but I don't have a feeler gauge. I don't know if you do, but I use a business card to gap the separation from the coil to the flywheel, and then yeah, to start it, you just have to push up both levers up there and pull, and then it would fire for me, then it would stop. I'd have to prime the heck out of it. The old carburetor, I took it apart, cleaned that thing like you wouldn't believe, cleaned every hole out she had, and still wouldn't run good. So then I threw the new carburetor on, and now it runs all day long, but it runs really high, and that's where this where the governor spring is not pulling the lever back far enough, which would give it lower RPM. So I'm pretty excited. It's a nice clean mower. I did cut with it a little yesterday while the old spring still had some life left before I broke it. And the springs aren't expensive. I think a 5-pack on Amazon was $6. So once I get it going, I'll be pretty excited. I can cut with it. I got myself a decent lawnmower. I'm in it for $35 or so, plus a few hours of labor messing around with something I don't know about, but overall it's okay. It'll cut a few times and pay for itself. So again, Beggar's in nice shape. I just have to reconnect the shroud and the flywheel cover, the recoil, and that's all it will take. So it's pretty much ready to rip. So I'm excited, and again, as always, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.